Now, Liverpool are in need of a special night at Anfield this evening when they host European champions Paris Saint-Germain in the second leg of their Champions League quarter-final. PSG are 2-0 up in the tie following a dominant display in the French capital. But Arne Slot is expecting the Anfield crowd to make it a very different game tonight. Well, Anfield has quite the reputation in terms of helping the team get over the line in big European ties. But on only 2 of 13 occasions have Liverpool turned around a deficit of 2 or more goals in a second leg at home. One of those was, of course, that spectacular semi-final win against Barcelona in 2019. And Slot is hoping for something similar.
I think we have to be much better than we were last week. And their players are experienced players, have experienced Anfield a year ago. So they think that they know what's coming up. So I can only hope that our fans can find an extra gear compared to last season, which I argue if it's possible because the atmosphere last season was unbelievable. But I think our fans are up for it to make it even louder, which is also needed because then their players get what they don't expect. First of all, a better performance from us, which I do think they would expect, by the way. It's hardly possible to play at the same level again. And our fans, I think I can trust them if they were even louder than last season.
We're gonna go all in. We're gonna give our best from the minute 1 until the minute. Hopefully 90, because it can be enough. But maybe if it goes even more, 120, 125. So I'm ready to die on the pitch tomorrow. I think I can speak from all of the players because we want it so bad, we worked for it so bad, and there, in one game everything can happen in Anfield.
Well, Slot sprang a surprise when naming his team for the first leg in Paris, opting to deploy a 5-man defence in an attempt to contain PSG. That tactical switch failed to have the desired impact, but the Liverpool boss is not planning a drastic tactical overhaul for tonight's game.
People find it probably very hard to believe what I'm going to say now, but the approach is not so different for tomorrow than it was in Paris, because for the people who know me, I never put out a team and tell them to go to a low block for 90 minutes. Actually, if you're really looking the game back, you could see that we've pressed them high on multiple occasions. Unfortunately, 7 or 8 of those moments led to them being one-on-one to our goalkeeper. So, again, the approach tomorrow will be to take the risk, because that's, first of all, what we need. But to get the ball off them, yeah, you need to press them. And we saw how difficult it is to press these players.
Well, could Slot turn to Rio Ngumoa to try and turn the tie around? The winger became Liverpool's youngest ever Premier League goal scorer at Anfield in Saturday's win against Fulham. And Slot says he would have no concerns about fielding the 17-year-old against PSG.
Doesn't get distracted that soon. I think since he's been, not since he's been a player, because he's only for a few months very known, but I think everyone who knows his history a bit more, there's a lot of expectation around him for many years already, and he's always been able to focus on football, to become better, to become stronger, to become ready to be at 16 years of age, score your first goal, 17 years of age, and already had multiple stars for the first team of Liverpool. That's one thing, and second of all, because of his quality. He shows that he's able, at the highest level, which is Champions League, but Premier League definitely is this as well, to be able to take 1v1s on and make it difficult for the defenders he's facing.
Well, PSG were victorious against Liverpool in the last 16 of the Champions League last season. And that wasn't the first time Luis Enrique has returned to Anfield since his playing days came to an end. He revealed how a former Spanish international teammate helped him get a ticket to watch games standing on the Kop.
I don't remember the match, but it was nice. I wanted to live as a supporter, one of the best stadiums in the world, at Anfield. And I enjoyed a lot, and it was different. I remember I got the tickets because Luis Garcia was playing here, and he gave me the tickets for me and for, I think, 10 more people. and it was very nice, very special, very different from what I lived in the past as a player, and yeah, I've enjoyed it a lot.
They have to overturn that 2-goal deficit. We of course know that they've had some pretty famous European nights at Anfield. Arne Slot says they need something pretty special to progress. Given their form, do you give them any chance at all?
You have. I mean, it's only 2 goals. I say only against the holders of this competition. And the first goal, obviously, is the vital one. If PSG get it, it's probably all over. If Liverpool get it, you can imagine the crowd at Anfield then getting behind their players, lifting that team, and it might be a little bit twitchy, uncomfortable for PSG. You mentioned, comebacks. You think of that one in, 2019 against Barcelona. The semis came from 3-0 down to win 4-0, but they're not in that kind of form at the moment. That win against Fulham was... it wasn't particularly outstanding or impressive, but it is all about the first goal. And if they get it, the belief will flow through those Liverpool players. But there's not much evidence at the moment to think that they are going to overturn that deficit.
What about Rio Nguemo, of course, scoring that stunning goal against Fulham on Saturday? Does he have to start this evening, do you think?
Oh, yeah, I think so. He's been kind of fluttering around the edges, hasn't he? But that goal, he's not been scarred by this season in the way perhaps some of the players have. He's a young lad who just wants to impress his manager, impress the crowd, and stake a claim for a permanent spot. And he can give them a spark. I mean, they certainly need one of those. They've been lacking all season. And he can be the boy perhaps that's going to, start a comeback. So I'd be amazed if he didn't start this game.
And finally, for now, Alan, we've got this debate going on about best Premier League midfielder of all time. Jamie Carragher went with his old teammate Steven Gerrard. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. I won't ask for one. Maybe if you can give us your top 3, who would you go with?
I know, it is so difficult, isn't it? In the end, I went for Paul Scholes because he was just a genius on the ball. He wasn't really a physical player, but his technical ability was second to none. And then you're wondering about Gerrard, Keane, Vieira. I've gone for Roy Keane. The titles he won, what an inspirational character he was. He was their talisman for so many years. And more recently, Kevin De Bruyne, just an amazing player, so creative. But yeah, those would be my 3. But yeah, so many just on the fringes, missing out. I love Steven Gerrard. He was a brilliant player to watch. But yeah, those are my 3, Joe.
I did say last one, Alan, but we do have a tiny little bit more time. So just before you go, I'd also like to get your take on your former club, Leicester, because not looking great for them. What chances do you give them of staying up?
Well, it's not looking great, is it? There's, a bit like, not like Liverpool, but there's nothing in their performances that suggests they're going to stay up. If I could compare it to any other team in the Premier League, it'd probably be Spurs. They're doing nothing to suggest that they're going to do better than Forest and Leeds and West Ham. It's so sad. 10 years ago, they're winning the league. Shortly after they win the FA Cup, and it's just unravelled what feels like really quickly. You hoped that after winning the league, they could just really cement the Premier League place and be there for the long term. So, yeah, I've got a real affection for Leicester. I really feel for them, but the signs aren't looking great, are they?
Alan, always great to get your thoughts. Thank you so much.
Set to be another huge night at Anfield as Liverpool try to overturn a 2-0 first leg deficit and knock out the reigning European champions Paris Saint-Germain. Arne Slot believes they can do it, but says he's under no illusions as to the size of the task ahead.
We've shown so many times this season in big games that we are able to get a great performance. We've also shown a different face. I'm completely aware of that, but many of our games that we've played were very good as well, especially in big games. For the ones that have been with me for in the past 1.5 years, in the 49 home games we've played, 36 times we were able to score 2 goals or more. Yes, there's a belief that we can do special things, but we need to be very, 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 very special tomorrow to achieve that, because we're playing against the champions of Europe.
So are the fans optimistic? Let's ask one of them. Connor Ray joined us now. Hello, Connor. Right, we have seen some big nights at Anfield. Where would this rank if you turn it around?
It'd be up there, I think we've seen bigger comebacks at Anfield. The Barcelona one, I think that takes some topping, and we've got even better comebacks, away from Anfield at Istanbul and in other competitions as well. But yeah, I think given the strength of the opposition, just how bad we were last week, and how results have been this season, and the pressure slots under, I think it'd be up there, for sure.
Connor, on it, you have to look within. You worry about yourselves, right? At Liverpool at the moment, as a team and the whole season as a collective, the performances, nothing warrants are going to be able to turn that around tonight. We've seen it last week, won the weekend against Fulham, etc. But overall, nothing shows for me that we got enough to overturn this victory tonight. It really doesn't. And I hope it's another great Anfield night. I hope everyone gets behind the team like they always do on European nights. But for me, I just don't see it.
What a negative attitude, Connor. Come on, tell him. This is Liverpool.
Do you know what? It's hard for me to argue in it. I said it the other day and got told off by Charlie saying that we were going to get dumped out by PSG anyway. So
yeah, that's what I mean.
To argue. But yeah, look, I'd like to think that it worked as well. I'll be there. I'll be losing my voice ahead of work tomorrow, I'm hoping, and all the rest of it. But and hopefully that can shift the tide. But yeah, I think given how this season's gone, look, I see it tonight as it's a bit of a free hit for Slot, right? If he plays the right team and he goes about it the right way, which he didn't last week. I think he made a mistake last week. Although I do think he was a bit damned if he didn't.
Do you, Connor? Do you think it is a bit of a free hit tonight? Because what happens if the performance is... Just say the performance is not good. Regardless if he picks the right team or whatever, and the performance is woeful and Liverpool get run over or run all over the pitch, then how has that become a free hit? Surely that's just more pressure being chucked on the mountain that's already building of that.
And actually, what happens to Slot if you do go out?
Well, so that's I mean, Charlie, you're absolutely right. That's what I was going to end what I was saying there, is the only way that this ends badly for Slot is if we get absolutely pummeled tonight, which I can't see happening. And maybe I'm being optimistic, but I can't see that happening. And I think with the crowd behind them, and the coming off a good result at the weekend, I think we will see a bit more effort, a bit more fight from the team as well. I don't think it will be as bad as people think it will be, or it certainly did before last week, maybe. And in that case, as long as they put a bit of effort and fight in, and it's a bit closer than maybe people were expecting, then it looks like an all right result for Slot, which I can't believe I'm saying, to be honest, but there we are. And in terms of what it does for Slot and the pressure, I think people expected us to go out against PSG anyway. I did, and Charlie does. So I don't think it makes all that much difference.
No, of course. I just feel like the moment is to lose. As much as you say free, it's to lose. Everyone expects Liverpool to get beat to a degree. Listen, I'd love them to get through, of course, but you're a realist also. But where does that go now? From now to, if that happens, wake up tomorrow morning or tonight at 10 o'clock, been knocked out. How does this, from now to the end of the season, work in a positive way for Arne Slot now? Like that's how do we turn everything round? That he's the right man to continue Liverpool going forward.
I mean, he's got a mountain to climb in that position. But I mean, we haven't been shy about letting him know that since November for me as well. Like, I think he's under huge pressure, and rightly so. I think we've seen time and time again the opportunities come for the board to make a change on Slot, and they haven't taken advantage of those. And that tells me that as long as he can get Champions League football, I think they'll probably try and stick with him in the summer and into next year. I don't like it. I think he should have gone before Christmas myself, but we are where we are. And I think as long as we can keep picking up 3 points game at a time and we can get that Champions League football, then as fans, we have to take a step back, reassess in the summer and try and find a way to get behind him again and get behind the team. That's our job, right? So, yeah, trying to be realistic about it, as you say, but yeah, he's under huge pressure, no doubt. It's not a nice situation for him.
Well, I think you're going to win 3-1 tonight and it's going to go to penalties. But I want to talk about Dominic Szoboszlai, by the way. He's apologised to the fans following that incident in the FA Cup against Manchester City. Let's hear what he said first, then get your reaction.
If it was a misunderstanding, then I apologise. But they can feel also that I'm not feeling better than them. I'm feeling exactly the same way like they do. And to make it clear that I'm with them and we are with them. And I think hopefully they are with us as well.
Is that the end of the matter for you, Connor?
Yeah, I think so. We've seen players get frustrated before. they're humans as well, right? And he's actually said exactly what I'd want him to say, which is he's as upset by the situation that the squad find themselves in as we are, right? I'd be more concerned if he didn't care and he wasn't reacting to it. I think Liverpool fans have got a lot of patience for these kind of things. As long as you throw your hands up when you've made a mistake. We saw it with Salah as well back in November, right? And he threw his hands up as well. And since then, it's been water under the bridge. So yeah, as long as he keeps putting the effort in, like he did at the weekend, if he does it again tonight, which he has, and he's been one of our best players this season, no doubt. Then that's it for me. Yeah, draw a line under that.
You look like you had something to say there, Charlie.
Yeah, well, I just feel like we had this conversation last week regarding it, didn't we? With what he's said and his actions of it. I just feel like he has to come out and say that, because the tide was turning, because it was, why is it always him that's doing these certain things? We see him at Brentford, we see him last week, etc. He has been one of the shining lights for Liverpool this season. Yeah. But I just feel like, come on, you're on about it's just a misunderstanding. You knew what you was doing and what you were saying. It wasn't about a misunderstanding. The fans are there and give you everything week in, week out. Your reaction is in them 95 to 100 minutes across that white line on that pitch. And Liverpool fans were just showing their frustration. And I think he was also showing his frustration back towards the fans. He can say how he likes it for misunderstanding, but for me, it's just, I don't know. I'm not buying into it.
I know what you're getting at. Yeah, absolutely. I think, look, we've all been on the terraces, haven't we, and been frustrated with the team and the performance. More so than most other years previously this year. I think the fans are right to vent their frustrations, and the players can't be feeling any better about it. If he's vented those frustrations in the moment as well, then fair play. Like, it's not nice and it's not a good situation to be in. But when everything settles down the next day, we might find ourselves doing it tomorrow morning as well. Who knows how we'll react tonight? But when everything settles down in the cold light today, right, everyone takes a look at it and goes, I probably could have reacted better there. I've certainly come back from matches and thought I could have reacted better to that goal going in or whatever else. So I think you've got to give these players a bit of slack as well. It's good that he cares.
He might score the winning penalty in the shootout tonight. Connor, good luck. Thank you.
Cheers. Couldn't take penalties again. See you later.
See you, Connor.
See you.
Stay with us here on Sky Sports FC. Still to come, we'll be talking Arsenal, Spurs, VAR, and who is the best.
I was very polite.
Yes, guys, 9 players here, next to each other. 9 players on the red line, in front of them. Yes, guys, on the other side. Thank you. Yes, guys. Welcome back, up. 9 players here, 9 players there. Yes, ball over there. Good. Nice, not with the ball yet. You got from red to white, 1 minute, prepare, let's go. Next to each other. Nice, no white. Yes, guys, 30 seconds, go shopper. Okay, you go together now, you start the red line, we do a quick exercise to yellow, then you make a few steps to white. First one, start weight, quick one, then you go up. Just a few steps always. Taking the other side, same thing, just quick to yellow, and then you can walk back. Facing that way again, forward, backwards, quick feet, yeah. Facing the other way, same thing, quick one. Stepping on the right foot, yep. Stepping on the left foot. Last variation, 3 steps in, 1 step out. Yep, go, quick to the ground, up. And now we're doing the step to wide. Yeah, quick on up, go to the ground and go, up. Okay, we've got 2 or 3 players on the ball. The other one's in front of them, on the red line. Yes, Flo and Jerry, here. So what we do, we got the ball here. You guys over 3. Yeah, 3. 1 over there, please. In there. And that's too much. Come here, then. Okay, what we do, you start here. You jump, you put it in the air, and you follow your ball. You do 3 times a touch. Okay, you can build up your intensity. Yeah, let's go. Come. Go. Good run after it. Good run after it. Go. Follow your ball at good speed. Yes, yes, up. First close, and then you go. Yes, up. Follow the good speed. Go. Yes, up. Follow the good speed. Yes. Up. 3 in total. Big push and go. Up. Big push and go. Yes, move up and go at a good speed. Yes, up. Yes, yes, go up. Faster, Jerry. Go faster, man. Go up. That's a good push. 3. Go, big ass, buddy. That's it. Up. And a good speed after. Yeah, that's good push. Go on, Jerry. Big speed. Go. Yes. Hey, Jerry, go, man. Hey. Yeah. Okay, guys, good job. I told you already 3 times.
con la maglia del Liverpool, un gol importante per lui all'Anfield il Fulham in un'azione speciale, quasi in lacrime dopo il gol, come di solito ormai dopo aver lanciato il Liverpool batte la mano
Okay, boys, we play 7 against 2. 7 against 2. The 2 younger ones are in the middle. Not back to the same. Not back to the same because we have 7. 15 is extra. On this side, you're starting with Virgil, Robo, Jeremy, Curtis, go, Paul, Hugo, Flo, and Rio.
And there's a lot of fighting this week around the training ground after this historic win against Fulham on Saturday. More good news as well as Curtis Jones was still got through his injury scare and is training with the rest of his teammates. It's a massive game against we hear from Arnold Slot and we'll be hearing from Thomas Somerslide as well, who I'm sure will have some positive things to say about the last time he appeared in front of the fans. That's all right. I'm not politically correct. I know you are.